Hey, Sabres. They're the head of the Atlantic Division right now.
Sabres.
11 points, 5 wins, 1 overtime lost. Are they for real?
We did this last year. 10 straight wins. Thanks, Buffalo.
True.
You know what, though? They're getting production out of... I love, hey, who's that guy scoring once the season begins? And Buffalo has the best hey, who's that guy in the league.
Who's that guy?
I think his first name is Victor. Olofsson?
Victor Olofsson.
Hey, who's that guy?
Hey, who's that guy? Well, in his first career, his first 12 career NHL games, so that's this year and last year, he's got 7 goals.
Wow.
All 7 of those goals on the power play. He's yet to score an even strength goal
Oh,
in
well,
his career.
let's not pay attention to him. Then.
Yeah, let's ignore him straight up. No, but he's doing amazingly, and he just seems like a classic late bloomer. Because he was a 7th-round pick in 2014. But if you look at his past couple years, he was in the AHL last year, murdered it. Just snipe show, more goals than assists type of guy. If you look at his final season in Sweden, second highest scoring player on that team, former Leaf prospect Carl Grundstrom. Highest scoring guy on that team, Victor Olofsson.
Interesting.
Grundstrom, or I can't remember, it might have been Grundstrom. Second highest goal scorer on that Swedish team. Had 17 goals. Olofsson had 27. I think he had 30 in the AHL last year, and I think he's already got 6 this year on the power play. He's real good.
So they might be for
having
real.
a real good start.
So they might be for real.
Yeah. Well, maybe. You got to keep in mind though that they're power play goals and they don't count. So got to remember.
Do you ever get... Let me ask you something.
Petty, yes.
Petty?
Oh, God.
Do you ever get heat for any of this shit? Because I get it all the time. Do you ever get anything?
I think they're like, oh, Adam's nice.
What do you... Really?
Yeah, Adam's nice, so I'm gonna pick on him.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they bully you.
Because I don't...
You're all bullies of Adam.
Because I
Wild.
don't get... when you say shit like, if I said that, people would fucking lose their minds.
Well, they know I'm being cheeky and also totally mean it. So it's a weird mixture. It's a weird mixture, being cheeky and totally meaning it.
Another one I want to do.
I do though. Like I don't know.
You do, though. You do mean it.
I mean it. I mean it. Well, the Bruins should have never even made it to the second round because special teams don't count. So, you know.
The Oilers for real? Do you believe yet?
I think confidence is a big thing, and they're handling their goaltending about as good as they can. But the Oilers are always one injury away from being dog shit. So,
But they're also 2 of the best players in the world away from like a Stanley Cup run. If McDavid and Draisaitl continue to be 1-2 in the league in point scoring, it's going to be a crazy season for them.
they're such a weird team because like even like if you in a complete fantasy scenario, if you took the Stanley Cup champions, like if you took the Blues and you gave them a month off and like fresh off the Stanley Cup and you gave the Oilers a month to prepare a playoff series, the Oilers, even last year's Oilers, still give them shit. Because do you want to take on McDavid and Draisaitl in a playoff series?
Right.
I don't care how shitty the rest of the team is. That's a nightmare.
Yeah.
4 to 7 games of that shit.
If you just get decent defense, that top line can outscore you. If they're playing together, and if they're not, then it's just 2 lines that'll come at you.
It's brutal. It's and all you need is like a couple of your depth guys to heat up, and all of a sudden, oh shit, what do we do?
Yeah, and league average goaltending, and you have a team. And that's what they look like right now, and it looks like they're going to be decent.
And they're putting James Neal in a position to succeed. I don't think they're great, but I do think they're doing well enough in a division that kind of sucks to potentially make it, man. They might just make it.
Well, I want to ask you about that, but I'm looking at something. Fox Sports actually, they do a really good job of tracking something that's harder to find, and that's ice time. I don't know. I don't think NHL.com even... Do they offer ice time?
Well, apparently
They
it's
do.
garbage.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I guess it is a little garbage. Okay. So, time on ice per game. Connor McDavid, currently at 22.5.
That's a lot. For a forward, that's a shitload.
Leon Draisaitl, currently at 22.35.
That's a lot.
The only other players around them that are even close, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 20 minutes. And we're talking
That's a lot.
We complain about Matthews and Tavares only getting 18 minutes.
And Nugent Hopkins is playing more than both.
Yeah.
More than any lead forward, I think.
Every other person on their team that's above McDavid and Draisaitl are either defensemen, which are Clefbaum and Nurse, or goalies in ice time. Stollers, Koskinen, and Talbot.
Yeah.
Because it tracks that for some stupid reason. Who cares?
You know, they're getting criticized for that.
Goalie time.
Yeah, like why would they even put that in there? Like, stupid. Come on.
They're getting criticized for how much they're playing McDavid and Draisaitl, and they might burn out throughout the course of the year. But just like we were talking about last episode, and it's not a slight against how they've started the season, it's just a fact. Their October is easy. Mm-hmm. Compared to most teams around the league, their October is easy, and there's a lot of rest. So if you know they're fresh as a daisy because it's the beginning of the season, and you have a lot of rest in October, ride those ponies. Mm-hmm. Let them go. Let them go. And then in November, December, when things tighten up or whenever their schedule tightens up, that's when you dial it back, and that's when you got to challenge your depth guys to be a little bit better.
You got to win a lot of games now and play 500 hockey all the way to the playoffs, and they will be fine.